Hi everyone, hi parents, hi students. I'm Caroline Reed. I am a soon-to-be student teacher at William Patterson University, and I'm teaching Frisbee skills today for your children's physical education class. And I know it's been really hard with the virus going on and everyone being stuck at home, so if it's nice out, you could do this lesson outside with your children or tell them to do it with their siblings or friends. So, the purpose and objectives for this lesson, because in physical education we follow objectives. So, for this age group, the standard says to use objects and props to develop spatial and coordination skills. So, like throws and catches with balls or frisbees. So, using the cues that are going to be gone over in this class, if you don't have a frisbee at your house for your children to use, you can use what I posted right here on the PowerPoint, which is a paper plate, or it could be, you could find any cardboard boxes in your house and just cut them into circles. Just make sure it's nothing that's fragile or has sharp edges. So with the paper plate and the cardboard and circles, it's gonna fly similar to a frisbee in the air. So how to throw frisbee, and we're gonna review the steps with your children on how to throw the frisbee. And there's some fun activities we'll get involved in also. So if your children are next to you, that's great. They could come watch the PowerPoint with you. So there's three cues in Frisbee for your children to learn at this age right now. It's very appropriate. So it's the grip, the throw, and the catch. So as you can see, the person grabbing the Frisbee, that's their grip up in the top corner. So we are going to go over these cues one by one. So the grip, if you have that frisbee in front of you, I don't have a frisbee on me, but if you have that frisbee in front of you, there you could put your thumb on top, and then your fingers are going to be on the bottom part of the frisbee. So if I pretend my phone was the frisbee, which it's not, my thumb is on the top, and then my fingers are on the bottom. So how to know the difference from the top and the bottom of the frisbee? The bottom is going to have that ridge. The top is going to be more flat. The bottom should be coming in. But if you have your paper plate or cardboard, you could just imagine. So throwing, I found this great video on YouTube. It's this teacher, he's teaching elementary school students, and he is showing them the demonstration of how to throw a frisbee. And he's not using a hard frisbee, he actually has a foam frisbee or a softer version, which is great too. So the steps broken down in the throw are you point at your target, you cross, you step, and you flick that frisbee. So make sure you are in open space when you go into the throwing drills and activities with your children. You don't want the frisbee to go flying into something. And if it's nice out, like I said, go outside. So here's a little short clip I will show you.
Everybody say point, cross, step, and flick. Oh. All right, friends, like I
So that was just a demonstration. You can keep watching that video over and over again if you want to with your child. Or if you know how to throw the frisbee yourself, you can even show your children.
Everybody say point.
We're on to the next slide. So now the catch. When you throw the frisbee, you obviously want to be able to catch it, whoever you're throwing it to. So there's two types of catches you can perform. And for your children to know, the alligator snap is two hands and you are closing onto the frisbee. Or the crab claw, which is one-handed, where you're gonna grab it just like a little crab claw. Super simple, so you can practice both catches. Some students like other catches more than the others. So if you want to use two hands, the alligator snap is perfect for you. Now, since we went over those three important cues when throwing the frisbee, I want you to try an activity of your choice. So there are 4 activities on the left of the screen. So it's great if you have a partner. So the parent could be the partner with the student, or if they have siblings, like I said, friends, neighbors, whoever is around. I want you to start. I want you to start with a partner toss. So you're going to be maybe 4 feet apart, as far apart as you want to. I want that frisbee to go in the air so you can partner toss it. So how many times in a row can you pass and receive the frisbee to each other? Even if it's not a frisbee, if it's that paper plate or cardboard and it's windy out, try to do it inside an open space if that's okay. But what I really want you to do is just have your eyes on that frisbee. So the partner toss is the third activity on the left. I really want you to start with that one. And each time you do catch it with your alligator hands or your crab claw hands, I want you or your partner to take one step back. And if you can actually go further and further apart without dropping it, that is great. So after the partner toss, I want you to do that multiple times. And if you have any of these items available, like a bowling pin where you could aim and throw your frisbee at pins to knock it down, or even if it's a half filled water bottle, something not too heavy, you can go and aim your frisbee right at that pin or water bottle, whatever it may be. Try to knock them down. Or like frisbee golf, activity 1, you can do, if you don't have big baskets like that, maybe you have a laundry basket. You could place that out in your living room or outside, and you can try to aim to throw that frisbee using those throwing cues and throw it right in the basket. And then cam jam. I know many people might not have these, but your parents, I'm sure, know what this is, with a little slit in the middle of the buckets and bins, which is much more difficult, which I think is the hardest activity on this PowerPoint. So at least do the partner toss, and I want you to try one of the other activities of the 3 listed. So assessment. This is assessment for the pin activity. So like I said, if you have the water bottles set up, your parents could print this out for you, or you could just write it down on a list. If you're going to do it 8 times, 8 trials, then you circle, someone will be watching you, so they'll circle the outcome of each throw. So if you hit the pin or the water bottle down with that frisbee, it's 2 points. If you miss it, it's 0 points. So you could add your total up at the end, and then you could try this even a couple days in a row and see if you've improved on your aiming skills. So after your activities, I want your parents to go over, how can you tell what the top and the bottom of the frisbee is? Show your parents, friends, or siblings how to properly throw a frisbee, and demonstrate the 2 kinds of ways to catch a frisbee. So those 2 different ways, I don't want to give the answers away, but I want you to discuss this with whoever you did this with. And next class, we are going to do more outdoor activities since it is getting nicer out. But it could be done inside and outside. So that will be the next class focus. And thank you all for attending my Frisbee lesson. It was great having you. Have a nice day.